Welcome to The Robin Show. Subscribe below so you can get the latest updates and follow me on Facebook and Instagram at The Robin Show. Hey there, it's Robin back with another episode of The Robin Show. So today I have some more questions that you guys are wanting to answer. You're wanting to know, what is the energy with this? What is the frequency and the vibration? Just a reminder, I'm only seeing energy. That doesn't mean there's anything physical. I'm just seeing the energy of it and sharing with you what I'm divinely shown to share. So the first question is the type of water we drink important? Yes, 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 yes. So important, the type of water that we put in our body, because water has an energy and an essence all of its own. If you think about it, the water that's in the ground that we're pumping up, it has the essence and energy of hundreds of thousands of years flowing through it. All of this knowledge, all of these things that have been there. And so when that water is going into our body, we're getting that information to our cells. So if you're drinking water that has went through like the energy of the city and people have drank it and whatever, and it's getting reused, well, there's a lot of vibration and frequency in there from a lot of people you're drinking, just saying. So you might want to purify it as you can. And you can purify it in many different ways. That's a whole different thing that I would teach people how to do. But the essence of water is so important because it's the energy and essence of everything. And just to go another step deeper into another question, it's the same with our food, because the energy and the vibration of the food is the same way. So if you're out there planting your garden and you're speaking love over it and you're like, oh, I love you, little piece of lettuce, and I love you, raspberries. And I'm not saying you have to go overboard into like going way off the end of the whatever about it. But you do have to come into the energy of saying thankful and gratitude for your food and the matter. And I don't even know if gratitude and thankful is the right words. Those might not be the words I would use. It'd be more like, I'm yummy. I'm happy for this food. Thank you for sharing yourself with me. I'm thankful for you. And there's an exchange. It's an exchange of energy versus just like, oh, I'm just eating this food and I don't really care what happened and whatever, because the frequency of all of it is within you and you're putting it in your body and your body's getting adhered to that. So I just like to cleanse and pray over it. But water and food are important with the energy they are and what they are on the planet, because you're putting them in your body is so important. All right, let's go to our next question. Okay, so why is there so much energy given to the Pleiades, which I talked about Lemuria and I talked about Atlantis, and the Pleiades, the seven sisters out there. The Pleiades have a beautiful energy. I think it's energy we connect with because through ancient times and the energy of humans, these were, we'll say, stars, kind of like Sirius, which is also on here, it's the Sirius energy. So let's just talk about both. The Palladian and the Sirian and the Orion energy, all these stars energies, they have been through our DNA. People have watched the stars. We've navigated the earth to the stars. We've looked at when to plant our crops. We've looked at when is the right time to do healing. We've looked at so many things with the stars. That's why there's an importance putting on this. And then people are like, oh, well, I'm from the Pleiades, or I'm from Sirius. And well, I'm like, these are stars. You very well could be. Any of us could be from all kinds of energy. The thing is, though, they're important to us because that vibration has been through our DNA cells. It's been through us. And as we go through that, we come to an awareness of this is common. This feels natural. I can say, even in the Bible, you can find them talking about Sirius and the Pleiades. That is in the Bible, and the moon, and the things of the moon, and the ceremonies of the moon. This was important for tribal people. This was a commonality. This was something like we know, we can count on. When the sun does this, or the moon does this, or Pleiades does this, or Sirius does that, or Orion does that, whatever they want to pick, or looking at all of the zodiac. And that's a whole nother episode I'll do over the zodiac. But there's an energy there that as humans, it's embedded in us. So it becomes important to us because of the frequency of what we have transcribed through all of our ancestral energy. Now, when we come down to the energy of the Sirius and the Pleiades, let's go into them individually. Let's feel the energy of the Pleiades. And it just makes me smile. The Pleiades energy makes me smile so much. The energies of Pleiades is you can feel their guidance. They're like a collective energy of guidance. Where Sirius kind of stands on its own. It's kind of like, here I am, I'll give you the knowledge. Pleiades is like a community. So if you looked at these two energies, they kind of bring a pulse together where it's like, I'm just wanting to be navigated. There it is, the true energy I know. And then the other one's like, oh, I want to feel the energy in essence. I believe that you can feel the frequencies of these energies and tap into them and know exactly what you need to know from them, because we all can do it. I mean, I tap into energies of all kinds of things, but then it's like feeling it and owning it and knowing it. That's the importance of it. So let's go into the next question. Does the energy we put out as humans affect the Earth's atmosphere? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. I can't even get more excited about this than saying that. The atmosphere, which is the air that we breathe, it goes beyond that, the air that cleanses, that protects us, the ozone, like all of that, our frequencies, along with all the other frequencies, because the Earth has a frequency, all of the technology we have in here has a frequency, all the animals, the plants, everything has a frequency. As humans, we are a strong energy, one, because there's so many of us, there's so many daggone people on the planet, right? So when you have this many people on the planet, and everybody is thinking towards certain energies or thinking towards certain things, the atmosphere is definitely going to be affected. So I know that I had one before where it talked about global warming. This is where you can affect the atmosphere by sending the energy of divine that feels good with healing it. Saying, thank you for the oxygen. It's so rich, and believing it, claiming it. The oxygen is rich in the air. The ozone is healed. Everything around the planet protects us. Sending that type of thought and frequency out into the universe and out into the world, all of us doing that, it's going to heal, because that's the frequency. The more we think negative and think that's global warming, the ozone's disappearing, the sun's going to bake us all, blah, 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 all of that story is going to continue to repeat itself, because everything is energy. Every single flippin' thing is energy, vibration, frequency, whatever you want to call it. So we have to look at it a little differently. Instead of putting the focus on the energy that's heavy, and then we just get wrapped up into it. I mean, I had this recently happen. I could tell 100 things to someone completely accurate. I said the energy of thing, they interpreted it a different way. Bam, is the rest of everything I said wrong? I don't know. That's your choice, but the energy was this. This is the energy. So you have to look at it from an aspect of, when we put energy out into our atmosphere, we want it to be one of pure what we need. We need to have oxygen to breathe. We need the plants need carbon dioxide to breathe. We have to have a perfect, beautiful exchange. So if you want to help heal the atmosphere and heal the planet and heal the global warming, just put the vibration and frequency out of like, our Earth's atmosphere is perfectly energetically aligned with what everything on Earth needs. Done. That's it. Just think that. Think it, and it will be. That's how it will be. Next question. Will an asteroid destroy the Earth? Yes and no. Asteroids are going to hit the Earth. They do already. So do meteorites. I mean, there is certain parts of the planet that could be destroyed by that. From an apocalyptic aspect, could it happen in some short time? I will, like, my human side doesn't want that to happen. But the energy around it is, there's so much, just even recently, I have seen so much asteroid in the news. Like, oh, headlines, asteroid headed to Earth. And you look at it, it's like, yeah, in like 5 billion years or some bullshit. That's the thing. It's manipulation. So then when people start putting this out like, oh, headline, and this headline, this is going to happen. And then you're like, okay, look, oh my gosh, look, an asteroid's going to come. And there's other people like, whatever, if it comes, I die, I live, doesn't matter. And then there's in between people that just whatever. The thing is, we have to switch our energy around this. We have to, because the energy and potential is there again. It can happen. Anything can happen. Anything that we energetically want to happen can happen. I personally don't want to maybe go out that way, but hey, if you want to go out that way, to each their own. But for me, I would like to just send the energy out that our atmosphere is protected. It's our shield. It keeps us safe, and just view it that way and put that energy out there, because that's what I would like. You have your choice. You can put out energetically whatever you want to put out. This is not about anybody being right or wrong. It's just about what feels good to you, what makes you happy, what makes you feel that you're doing what you were called on this planet to do. For me, I would rather not be destroyed by an asteroid. I mean, it'd be quick, but I don't think that's what I want. I want to be on this planet as long as I can be on this planet, serving others and living life and being the highest vibration and enjoying my life and my world and my animals and my, energy. And I just don't want to give that any energy. So this is another episode of The Robin Show. Submit your questions. I will answer them. Go to therobinshow.com. And I hope you guys are all having a very great day.